Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the balls blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll, tide, roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the scoreboard.
And Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Reese. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive.
Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Rich. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. That's caught. It's Rich. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's got it on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Cantrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, the running back has it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, still going. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights. They're up by a touchdown here in the first. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the pass passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The screen, and watch out. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your...
Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's got it on the run, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Surging forward on the sneak.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cantrell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
Does a great job downing the football, setting your defense up in great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. That means...
Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteer.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Oh, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the returner is stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's DeLuca. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Vols just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. Crosses the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've...
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Vols! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Real smart play, great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Number 80, Hall of Fame in the end zone.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Leon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lamb. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Vols have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeLuca. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for space. It's Reese. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quick completion to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here is the Tennessee offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Rich. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage.
Touchdown, Tennessee! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Reese. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. It's Cantrell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cantrell. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance in the run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lamb. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands. It's DeLuca. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on. Going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the right. That's caught. It's McMahon. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cantrell. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space. Touchdown tie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's DeLuca. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Gives it on the option. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right on the money. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The short hands, it's Cantrell. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Alabama will get the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. And he had just enough to will that one home. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.